Hi and welcome to this craft fair vlog. My name is Victoria and I'm currently editing the vlog you're about to see. It is now August 2022 and this vlog was filmed in October 2020, and I just realized I never filmed an intro, so here is the intro. What you'll be seeing is me doing my craft fair setup at a mall, because at the time this was filmed we were still struggling with COVID, so there was no craft fairs, but I was still making stuff like a crazy person and I needed somewhere to sell it. So this is me doing my craft fair setup at a mall. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and hit the follow button. And if you want to see more of this video, please let me know, because I will be continuing doing craft fairs and mall setups, quite often. And even though I moved on right now to selling more online, I can also do some studio vlogs if that is of interest. So yeah, just let me know in the comments, and I hope you enjoy this video and find it helpful. So it's Wednesday evening and we are doing a mock setup of my booth for Saturday. I got some baskets that I was thinking I could have my poms in, and a larger one for my scrunchies. I got a basket that I'm doing things that are on sale that are either not perfect or that I just have one left off from the previous year, or that I tried to make a pattern for but it didn't work. And then I have all my boxes of things. I have my patterns printed out. I have my frames and for my posters. And I will check back in when we are done setting up. I forgot to film when we were all done, but now I'm working on tagging all my items before I put them back in the boxes. So I have quite a few items that are going to be tagged. All of these, all that's on here, some of what's in that box, but we found out I had way too much stuff. I kind of knew that, so that's why I got a last chance or sales basket, but it kind of looks like I'm gonna need the sales baskets that's 3 times this size, because this is already full and there is so much more that is going into this box. So we shall see how that goes. I'm just gonna tag all my stuff and then I might be going to sleep, or I might work on some orders, because I have 3 more headbands that need to be, no, 3 more pairs of mittens that need to be made. And I'm trying to be really good about it this time, not staying up until 3 a.m. the last night. So yesterday I was up until 2 a.m. knitting and writing tags and printing patterns, and today will probably be a late day trying to sort out this sales basket, tag everything and get everything back in its boxes. But everything that I do now is something less I have to do on Friday, like the day before, so that's good. It's currently 12:10 a.m. and I am finally finished with tagging 99% of the items. I found a couple items that I forgot to tag when I was already done, and I haven't tagged the pumpkins yet because I need to take them inside when I get home. Now I'm at my parents' place, but when I get home, so that I can glue the stems in. I also need to find a solution for the scrunchies. I'm probably going to go outside and see if I can find more of these kinds of baskets so that the scrunchies are really showing. So yeah, I got a lot done today, and I'm hoping that I don't have to stay up until 3 a.m. on the day, the evening before the craft fair. But we will see how that goes, and I'm gonna keep looking up over there, because that's where I am, but I know the camera is down there, so it's kind of weird. But yeah, the sale basket that I'm having just keeps growing and growing, because I have so much stuff that I have a couple of, and my table, even though I right now have a almost 3 meter long table, it's not enough by far. it's so far away from being enough, and I didn't even bring all my items. So my sales basket is growing, but hopefully that means I can, because there's nothing wrong with 99% of the products. Some have like one end that looks kind of funky, or I have some dishcloths, but they aren't completely square, so I reduced them like 60% of the price. So hopefully someone will buy from that basket and see that my products are quite awesome, and maybe that will make a returning customer. We will see. I will keep trying and see how it goes. So I will talk to you probably tomorrow morning. I have so much I need to do. I have to make more twist headbands because they are selling like crazy right now. I keep selling like 5 and 8 and 3. One lady bought 10, one lady got 5 and came back 2 weeks later wanting 6 more. So I think they are gonna be great sellers this year. So, and I only have like 20 ready-made because they keep selling faster than I can make them, even on my Addy. So that's what I'll be doing tomorrow. I'll be cranking out some headbands and sending out some orders so I can get the orders done before I go to work on Tuesday next week, because when I go to work I will be at work for 14 hours a day for 9 days, so I can't really get it done then, so I'm gonna try and get it done before then. So I will talk to you in the morning. And one more thing before I go to bed. A couple of years ago, when I was first starting doing craft fairs and when I started knitting like a crazy person because I was sick and didn't have anything to do, this kind of headbands was what I was really focusing on, because they were quick and easy and they are knit on 5mm needles, so they didn't hurt my hands. But yeah, you can see this basket, it's full. They were taking up so much space on my table because it's like a normal. This is merino, this is alpaca and wool. These are, you can probably kind of see it in the camera, these are reflex headbands, so that you can be seen in the dark outside, because I live in northern Norway and it's quite cold here almost all the time. No, well, not cold, it's dark. It's dark here almost all the time. So yeah, they were taking up too much space, and I don't really sell a lot of these, so I thought, why not just put it in one of these huge baskets that I got. And yeah, so I'm saving a lot of space, and I think they look better. It's the same with scrunchies. I think they look better when there's a lot together. So even though this kind of looks like a mess, I'm gonna hang some over the edge, like so, or like you see there in the back. I might take out a couple just to make it like not overflow on the edge here. But yeah, great way to save space on my table. And I'm gonna do, because I kind of want to get rid of these, I don't want to offer them anymore. I might offer them in like this green and that yellow and a couple neutrals, but I don't really want to have this anymore because the twist headbands are quicker and I can sell them for more, and I think they look prettier. So I'm gonna try and sell these, 1 for $13, 2 for $23, or 3 for $30. So I'm hoping a lot of people are going for the 3 for $30 so I can get this out of the way. And I still have quite a bit of this reflex yarn, and I'm gonna probably knit up all the reflex yarn that I have and make more of these headbands, just because the reflex headbands are selling quite good, and they're thicker yarn, so they're really super quick. So I might do that, but otherwise I'm gonna try and get rid of all of what's in this basket. After this year's craft fair season, I will be donating some of the items that are in that basket, some of the items that are in this basket, and probably also some children's twist headbands to a local guy who is giving Christmas gifts and what's it called? Christmas gifts and help to those who don't have a lot of money this Christmas. So I think the work that he's doing is great, and I just want to help I just want to help and give something back because he's been doing a lot of great work for a long time. I've seen on Facebook. And there's my Pepsi Max. So I'm just gonna drink my Pepsi Max and then I will be going to bed. So I will talk to you in the morning. So now I packed into my car. You can see my car is really full. And this isn't even all the stuff. A lot of the stuff is still at home, like my tablecloths and some osmots and yeah, probably some other stuff as well. So we might have to drive 2 cars. Luckily, the mall is like, I'm not kidding, 200 meters from where we live. It's like our neighbor, so it will be quick to go back and forth. I only have an hour to set up though, and I'm alone. So yeah, that will be fun to experience. Yeah, so now I'm going home. I was supposed to be studying today, but I kind of realized I'm gonna regret it if I don't make any more scrunchies, if I don't finish a pair of mittens and some dishcloths. So I'm gonna do that instead today and finish the orders because my exam, it's still a month until my exam. So on Monday I will just do a bit more studying and then I will try and study in my breaks at work next week because I have a 2-hour break. So I'll try to do like 1 hour of studying in all my breaks, so that will accumulate to today when I should have been studying. So I will check back in when I'm back in the city and have yeah, I've started prepping some more because this is getting ridiculous. I have so much stuff, and I also need to go and buy more of the smaller baskets to have my patterns in, and also have my scrunchies in. So I might check in with you when I'm at the store. So I'm just at the mall looking for some crates. I found these. They're not the exact same as the ones I have, but they are black and they have like the wooden details. I'm hoping this will go with the rest of my stuff. So I'm just getting the last things that I need, and yeah, they are quite more expensive than I was looking to buy, but I need them, so I don't have a choice. I'm hoping they will work. I was originally looking for these kinds of tags in a blue or in a red one, but they only had white, and I've been here before and they said they weren't getting any other colors. I kind of forget getting the white ones now because these 2 colors are the ones that I was actually looking for, but yeah, I got the white, so I have to deal with that now. I don't think they have any more of the whites, so I might have to get some red ones just to tag my new items until not next week, but like the next time I'm standing at the mall. So at least I know they have got in the red ones now. I don't see any white ones. But yeah. I got back home and I ate, so now I'm just gonna watch some really old Tuesday Talks. You can see it's from October 29th. I already watched this like 3 times, but I'm gonna watch it again. And I have made 7 tubes that I need to close for the headbands. I might end up just doing them like this. Like just closing the tubes and then bringing them in a box so I can sew them together tomorrow when I'm at the mall, just to save some time tonight. But I will definitely be making at least 6 more tubes because I need some more greens, and I think I also need some more of this white color because I think this is going to be very popular. I do need some more of the pink, but I don't have any more pink yarn, so I'm not gonna run out and get more yarn tonight. It's currently 5 p.m, but I will be making more of this yellow. It looks orange in the light, but it is yellow. And of this white one. So, just doing the final prep. I also need to go on my computer and go on Canva and print out the last posts and put those in the frames, and also finish all of the pumpkins. I just need to glue in the stems, but it's gonna take some time. So I probably may not check in later today, but yeah, so you know I'm working hard. I'm gonna try and not stay up until 1 a.m, but we will see how that goes. So my dad put this together for me yesterday, and I think it will just help people see where they can find me. If they try and look for me on Facebook or such, it just says Swim Design and Handmade on the bottom. And I think it's really great. Maybe not for this market especially, but especially for the darker markets. I think it's great because it will like light up and help bring some yeah, some feels, I don't know what to call it, for your booth. So I'm really loving this sign, and I think it will be great. I will also be bringing my fairy lights, even though it's pretty light in the mall. But yeah. Good morning. I just got up. It's 8:10. I've started packing back into my car again. I had most of the things already in my car, but I had to take in my pumpkins, one box with my frames, and I also ended up having to take in the box with the twist headbands, because I was starting to be like, oh my god, do I have enough? Am I missing any colors? And even though I cranked like a crazy person all day yesterday, when it got to like 11 p.m, I realized, oh, I don't have any blue or grey left. So naturally I had to crank out some tubes at 11 p.m. last night. I think I cracked a total of 20 tubes last night. I didn't close any of them because I was like, if I just have them made, I can... No, I made them and I closed them, but I didn't sew them together. So I was like, if I just make the tubes, I can close them while at the craft fair today. The most important part is to make the tubes. So I did that. I'm bringing 35 or 40 twists. We will see if that's enough. If I think about how much they have sold in the past couple of months, I'm gonna say it's not enough, but you never know if people are already started Christmas shopping or if they are still a little bit like eh. So we will see how that goes. I'm just gonna go inside and have some breakfast and also put on my face. So I will see you. Oh, I ended up wearing just a wool sweater because it matches my scrunchies, and it will be probably quite cold standing still at the mall all day. So I decided that wearing a knit sweater would be a good idea. We already moved where we're standing twice, so now I'm just gonna put you on a time lapse while I set up here, and I will talk to you when I'm done, or maybe in the meantime.
A new place, a new home, for a while, let me feel alive. Nothing to hold me back, take my time, just enjoy the ride. A new man passing by, life is good, best I've ever felt. Get me up, somewhere new, somewhere I can find myself. Oh, I feel so alive. As I reach out to the sky. I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day. Cause I found my way. In bad times, I know I'll be okay. Cause I found my way. Cause I found my way. Cause I found my way. My way. My way. My way. My way. Cause I found my way. My way. My way. My way. My way. I found my way. I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day.
So here is the final look. Not quite as nice as I would have wanted it to be. But you know, I don't know how to set up. So this is the best I could do. At least I have clear signing. Most of my items are tagged. I just put I kind of think that pattern is gonna sell, so I just put it next to the pumpkins. Yeah. So we'll see how the sales go today. So the mall has been open for 40 minutes. A lot of people are stopping by looking at the product. but there isn't really a lot of people in the mall yet, so I'm hoping I'll sell some as the day goes. I had one guy stop by and order some men's mittens, and I finished 4 twists, and yeah, we will see how the day goes, but I know a lot of people aren't coming until it's 12, and now it's 10:40, so there's still hope that I'll sell lots. I just sold my first ever pumpkin. It was one of the small made on the Addy, and I didn't make more because the filling was showing through, but people aren't caring about that, so I should have made more pumpkins. Everyone is looking at them. So now we're packing together. The sales was okay today. Nothing super, but good enough. What I sold definitely most of was the twist headbands. And yeah, I will do a recap when I get home or tomorrow of what sold and what didn't, colors and such. And now I just have to pack everything back together into the boxes. All my booth is now packed. Just one table left. It actually turned out to be quite a good place to stand, even though I originally wanted to stand over there by the entrance, because everyone was coming down the stairs there or sitting in the cafe there, so everyone was meeting here, so it was great. I'm gonna ask to get the same place 3 more days before Christmas, because I think people are more likely to buy when it's closer to Christmas. So now I'm just gonna head home, unpack, and I will talk to you later. Hey guys, it's actually a week later after the market, but I was trying to film this video like a couple of days after, but I was so swamped with orders, both from people at the market and also from people who knew people or people who had ordered from me like in February or March and was now looking for Christmas gifts. So I was just gonna power through those orders because that is something I can't do while I'm at work. I could do it in the evenings like I did with the blanket in the summer. I made a blanket like, 2 weeks, 1 week before I went to work, and then like before work, in every break, and after work every day and while I was at work. And I work 14-hour days. So yeah, it's currently 10:30 p.m. But I figured out now is as good a time as ever to film this video if I want to get the craft fair vlog up in time for you guys to see it before you guys go and do your craft fairs. I wanted to talk a little bit about what went right, what went wrong, what I can do better and what I did better this time than the last time, and also I just wanted to touch on some of the bestseller products. One thing that really surprised me was that people were like, what is a knit pumpkin? But those who like got it, oh, it's a decoration, I can use it for Halloween or just in my home right now as a decor piece. I thought the people who bought them would care about them being made on an Addy, and like the fact that you could actually slightly see, you can see the fill slightly through the pumpkin. But the small Addy pumpkins, they're all the pumpkins I sold. I didn't sell any of the bigger pumpkins. I had 3 hand knit pumpkins, I sold 1 of those, but otherwise it was just small Addy pumpkins. So I was actually really stressing about it and thinking like, I shouldn't even put this out, but people didn't care. So if you are worrying about it, like in my experience, people don't care if you can see the stuffing like slightly through the pumpkin. And another thing that really sold, if you're doing any markets this year or even just selling online, I would definitely do the twist headbands, both for adults and for kids. I've had a couple of people who thought that the kids headband was slightly too thin, but not a lot. A lot of people are like, oh, it's great, they're not so thick, like in the width, as they would be on the big Addy, because I make mine on the small Addy. So I sold my twist headbands for children, 1 for 10, 2 for 18, or 3 for 25. And I sold my adult headbands made on the large Addy, 1 for 20, 2 for 35. or 3 for 48. No, I saw them 3 for 50 at the market. I saw them 3 for 48 online. But a lot of people were buying them, so if you're doing any kind of online selling or markets, like definitely make twist headbands, because they sold amazing. Like in the past few weeks, I've made probably 50 or 60 headbands. At this point, I'm super freaked out. What do I do if my Addy breaks down? Because there's so many headband orders. At this point, I don't want to look at my Addy. I want to throw up when I look at it because I've used it so much in the past weeks. But it's worth it because it's really selling very well. And so that is one advice I have for you. And also, I know handmade, it takes time to make the things and all that, but for me personally, it is way worth it doing the bundles or like the deals, especially on the twist headbands, because one twist headbands takes me like 17 minutes from start to finish for adult, even less for kids. For kids in like maybe 9-10 minutes. So you can crank out quite a few in an hour. And for me, it's just worth like having almost everyone buy 3 instead of 1, because that is so much less marketing I have to do. That means bigger orders. So it means I'm saving on packaging supplies. I'm not constantly going to the post office, just posting 1 headbands and just shipping 1 headband. And at the market, it also helps people be like, oh, I want 1, but oh look, it's a deal. Maybe my friend wants 1, or maybe my mom wants 1, or maybe my sister wants 1. And so that really helped. And so that is one thing I would highly recommend, is you do the twist headbands. I did have a sales basket, and I was really thinking people were gonna look in it and find some deals. A lot of people looked in it, but not that many. I don't think I sold anything from the sales basket. But yeah, I might have to, I forgot to print a sign for the sales basket. So I'm thinking if I print the sign next time instead of just writing a small note and sticking on it, I think that will be better, because the sign will be bigger and prettier and more bold. This was just a small note on the side. And one thing I really do recommend you do, if you are going to do any craft fairs or anything, please tag your stuff as soon as possible. For all my last markets, except this one, I have been up tagging it until like midnight or 2 a.m. the day before the market. That is not a good idea at all. You're gonna spend so much energy that last day when you should be just resting so you can be your best self at market day. I feel my throat. It's getting cold outside, so yeah. But yeah, just please tag your stuff sooner rather than later. This time I was really good at it, because I brought all my stuff, or almost all my stuff, to my dad, or to my parents' place on Wednesday. So my dad could help me set up, my dad and my brother, because I don't know how to set up. Like, I can't for the life of it set up. And I knew I would only have like an hour to set up at the mall before people started coming. So I brought everything with me, we set everything up, and we decided how we wanted it to look on Wednesday. So instead of taking all the stuff back in the boxes, out in my car, then having to take it back in from my car and in home, I just tagged everything before I put it into boxes, so that when I had put it in the boxes and put it in the car, it could just sit in the car for 2 days until Saturday. And so that was really good. That is something I improved on since last time. And I also took both video and photos of the setup that we did at home, so that when Saturday came and I was going to set it up all by myself and I had an hour, I could just look at the pictures really quickly, like just put everything up, everything was fine. And another thing that I did that I think was really good was I had my long table here, but then I had like wings that pointed out on each side, kind of making it like a horseshoe shape. So people were coming in at one side and they would have to go through or you didn't have to, but they were kind of like sluiced into my booth and can see everything. So that was really good. I think that made a lot of people actually go in and look at all the stuff, even though it wasn't like a box. It was just one long table and like slightly horseshoe ends. And so most people even looked at some of my products, looked at all my products. One thing I really do need to get better at is making stock before like the last day. I realized I've been up all Friday cranking tubes. I cranked 20 something tubes on Friday, and I realized at 11 p.m. I don't have any blue tubes, or I don't have any gray tubes. So I was up really late making those. But what I ended up doing was I just cranked the tubes and closed them, but I didn't seam them together. I just closed them and put them in a box. So I was just working on closing the tubes while I was at the craft fair, and that turned out really good. People were watching me actually make the stuff, because one thing that I commonly come across is when people see a 20-something-year-old sitting there with all these knitted products, they're like, "You didn't make this." And I was like, "Yes, I did." And they were like, "No, we didn't make this." But now I can show them like, well, I'm actually making one here right now. And so that's really good. And I know some people are gonna recommend that you don't bring anything to work on, because customers want you to give them your full attention. But I was also one of these people who kind of thought it was rude, or like you shouldn't be doing other stuff or sitting down at your booth or working on stuff. But it kind of helps some of the customers, because not everyone wants you to look at them while they are shopping. So you kind of have to like see the customer. Who is the customer? Is this a person who wants to be guided through your things and really wants your help, or is this someone who just wants to look in peace and like check out all your tags? So yeah. One thing that I just want to mention before I go, at this market I printed out all of my patterns and I had them in a box. And yeah, at the mall not a lot of people asked for the patterns, but some did buy the patterns. Some quite old people who would never have gone on Ravelry and found my pattern got my pattern. So that is great. I also did take a couple of custom orders, so that's also quite good. One thing I do recommend, if you print the patterns, make sure that you print it on something that is thicker than normal paper. I think my paper is 130 GSM. I think that's what it is. And it's actually meant for like real estate brochures. So it's quite high quality, and I just stick it in a cello bag that I found at like a local really cheap store known for being cheap. I think it was a pack of 10 cello, actually meant for the kitchen bags, but I think it was 10 bags for $1 or something. So that was really good. And also, just one last thing, if you're gonna print anything, and if you have an HP printer, there is this thing online that you can have a subscription to ink rather than having to go and pay for the ink. And if you only print a little bit, like 7 pages a month on average, or if you print a lot, this is really going to benefit you, because they give you, I don't know if it's 10 or 15, I think it's 15 free pages every month to print. You don't pay for the ink, they send you the ink for free, and then you have to have your printer hooked up to the internet, and they will like count how many pages you print, and if you print over those 15, I think it's just $1 for 12 more pages or something. And they also have like, for this market, I upgraded to the 300 page plan, and the 300 page plan I think was just $10 or something, and they monitor your ink, so I never have to worry about running out of ink. They send me ink long before I run out of ink, and it saves me so much money, especially now that I'm printing patterns, because in the patterns there's a huge picture on the front and there is at least one small picture inside of the pattern. So if I was doing this and paying for the ink myself, it would be ridiculously expensive. But because I'm not paying for the ink, it's not expensive, and you can just upgrade and downgrade the plan as you want. You can never go back to the free plan if you ever upgraded, but you can go down to like 50 pages a month for like $4, and you have this like page rollover thing that if you don't use the pages this month, you can use it next month in addition to the pages you get next month. So that is something I've been doing. I really highly recommend it. I didn't know I was running out of ink now, but they sent me an email. I never read the email, and today there was ink on my doorstep. There was a guy like, "Oh, I have a package for you." I was like, "What? You have a package for me?" It's like, "Yeah." And then I opened it, it was ink, because they knew I was running out of ink. So that is super great. I have a link. I will try and post it below. I think the link works so that if anyone signs up through the link, you get a 3-month trial. And when I say a 3-month trial, I mean you can print as many pages as you want on that 3-month trial. I used my 3-month trial on the 500-page plan, and I think I get either like a month free when you sign up through the link, or a week free or something. I have no idea, but this is something I've been using for a year, and it saved me so much money in ink. I don't have to worry about running out of ink. I don't have to think about what I print and like have to stop and think like, oh, this picture, it's gonna take so much ink, I don't want to print it. I don't worry about that because I pay per page, and the price per page is ridiculously low. So that is just my tips. I hope you enjoyed this video. In the future, I want to include more of the like before parts and also the at the market part. But I was in a mall and there were a lot of people, and sitting in the mall talking to yourself in English when you live in Norway, that doesn't come out that good with other people. So next time I'm going to try and film more of the before and a little bit more of the market part. But I hope you found this vlog helpful, and if you did, please click the subscribe button, click the like, I don't know where they are, they're down here somewhere. Click the subscribe, click the like, and please leave a comment. I would love to hear about, are any of you doing any markets, what sold, because I think we can all really help each other by telling each other what sold. Are there some colors that aren't selling this year at all? Or it's like every color selling kind of the same. Or it's like maybe, okay, I know this isn't the case, but it's like maybe neon jello selling and like crazy this year. So comment below. There's also a blog post with my top 7 tips, I think, on how to set up for a craft fair in the link below. So that was it for this time. I hope you enjoyed watching this. I know I like watching super duper long videos, so I hope you did too. I will see you when I do another vlog, or I'm also thinking about doing like my top 7 craft fair tips, so I might do that. I will see you at a later point. Bye.